Hey, Nick McDonald from ForexSignals.com. I'm in Toronto at the moment, about to catch up with my good friend Jeff, who you guys know as Mr. FX Viper. He's been on our site for getting on a year now. He's yet to experience a single losing month. And I can't wait to finally meet the man and share some insights with you guys on what it's like to live the life of a professional trader controlling millions of dollars. I'm going to be going through his daily routine, showing you his trading setup, talking about how he deals with the pressures and a little bit about his strategy. And yeah, just let you know what it's like to live the dream that we've all aspired to do, which is trade Forex full time and make a bucket load of money. So I look forward to sharing with you shortly. For those of you that don't know the story, I started ForexSignals.com 2 years ago with the dream of creating an honest, transparent and profitable Forex community. I've worked hard to recruit a number of professionals that have proven that financial freedom can be achieved trading currencies. Now, one such gentleman is my friend Jeff, who you may know as FX Viper. Jeff is one of the most reliable and consistent traders I've ever encountered, and now I finally get to meet the man in person and spend a few days trading with him inside his lair. He's given me an inside glimpse at the lifestyle of a multi-millionaire trader, sharing with me some of the secrets he uses to generate such consistent returns, as well as advice on how to deal with the stress of watching tens of thousands of dollars flow in and out of his account every second. Now let's join him as he prepares to manage open trades through an upcoming US news release.
10 seconds. .1% and 0.3%, both 0.1 lower than expected. CPI for March.
This trade's in profit now.
Expected 1.1%.
So what I see on the CAD is a move that's overextended. As you see that I've picked some key levels that I think that the CAD will bounce from, and I'm looking for a bounce from, we're in at this level, so I'm looking for a bounce up to that level, and that's also based on current news flow, other things that are going on in the market at the time, but I'm looking for a little bounce from this 62 level, and we'll see how this trade plays out. We were up about 4.5 pips, now we're down about 4 pips, 2.1, and we'll just see how this thing plays out. Right now I'm not concerned. The CAD has moved 200 pips this week, which is 2 cents, which is completely overextended, so I'm not concerned at all about this trade. Just work on this. I missed it. Shit. Twice. That's like 2 days in a row, man.
I told you I should have stood there.
Fuck.
Comments out of the finance
I said 10 pips, right?
German Stability Board comments saying German property prices gain no risk to stability.
It hit 10 actually.
German bank
52 and I got in
German insurers
40, it's 12 pips.
German policies no.
At 51?
If you see that one up there, the lower one, no, the lower trade, click the X.
Yeah, right.
Only if you see it up about at 50, 51 or better.
Okay, sure.
Because that gets out our cost. If I was close to, we'd get out without losing.
Yeah, right.
So I'll leave one alive. If one goes up 10 pips, then it's like we made 10 pips.
Okay.
So I reduce the risk, right, by half.
Yeah.
And then we still make profit.
Yeah, cool.
News update.
I'll close them all at like, I'll close that one out.
In charge of the FX Viper trading station. Presently the CAD is moving lower than our second entry. Unfortunately I can't show you their charts because they are proprietary. He's got special indicators that he's not allowed to share. So unfortunately you're going to just have to take my word for it.
So next on the trading desk.
I'm in the trading desk, yeah. I'm just keeping an eye on the Kiwi too.
No, don't do it on there.
I'm not, well, no, because I don't want to touch your setup.
What's that?
That's just the amount.
No, don't touch that.
I was just loading it so that I could see the Kiwi. I didn't want to.
You missed the exit. No, use my setup.
Okay.
You missed the exit. Fuck. What do you think? Is that?
News update.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go short on the euro. I think it's good.
What?
I'm gonna go short.
No! Don't touch it. Are you crazy? Fire, man.
In terms of the latest developments on the Russia-Ukraine situation, IFX reporting that Ukraine may reconsider Russian gas transit prices and Ukraine to have further gas talks in Moscow. Ukraine's Naftogaz and Gazprom chiefs there to meet next week.
So you see what Viper has is he has news going every time he's sitting at the desk telling you what's going on, so he can focus on the charts, hear the news coming, make a decision on the trade. So right now the CAD's pushing up to about the level that Jeff told me to close it, so feeling a little nervous. I'm hoping I can impress the master. Expert close as that candle shits knife. It's reversing. Never mind. So what he's got is he's got the 6 screens. He's got euro dollar in the middle, 4 different time frames, pound dollar. There are his 2 main currencies, euro dollar. Obviously right in the middle is his main currency. Then on the left he alternates between the dollar CAD, which we're in at the moment, the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar. And he's actually debating whether or not to get another 4 screens so that he can have the Kiwi. On news update. So then he can have the Kiwi and the Aussie constantly in his vision as well. He thinks he might get a few more trades, but the problem is his desk isn't big enough. So yeah, dilemmas, first world problems, right? Anyway, it's quite cool, I got to say, sitting here and seeing his setup. It's very organised. Yeah, it's incredibly professional. It's a lot better than anything else I've ever seen, to be honest. CAD's moving. Not enough. So yeah, so on his news thing, he's got that the thing talking at you called Rand Squawk. Yeah, Rand Squawk. So that's talking at you whenever there's a news update. He's got Twitter, a Twitter feed.
News update.
That news update is a Twitter feed coming through. He's got another, I don't even know what it is. It's called Trade the News. I don't know what it does. And then he's got the dollar index down here, which is a sign of dollar strength. He refers to that quite a bit. And then Skype, and Skype is, oh, shit. What did he say? He said 51, right? Alright, we're at 49.
We've just gone under 10 minutes until 55 minutes past the hour. We'll be looking out for the March final, University of Michigan. In terms of the headline reading, the leading estimate is for 80 spot 5, that's 80.5. The Ranger low 79.5.
Mate, we're at 50.
High of 83.
We're at 50. I'm just waiting for a little burst.
Yeah, wait for a burst. My internet modem's right here. I got lots of modems.
In terms of the breakdown of the conditions, expected 96.3, previous 96.1. Expectations expected 70 spot 2. The previous 60.
And I'll plug it into a power
The 1 and 5 year inflation previous is on 3.2 and 2.9%.
Do you want to plug it? There, I'll plug the plug. Is that way if the power ever goes
We'll
in?
look towards the country.
It'll still get about an hour?
Yeah.
Daily sentiment surveys such as the Rasmussen weakened temporarily at the beginning of this month, but then recovered. And analysts at Whites and ICAP expect that the Michigan index to follow the same pattern as well. The strong March gain reported in the Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index earlier this week also suggests a rebound in the economy.
Oh my god, it's almost...
I know.
Wow.
Man, I was like almost pulled the trigger.
Wow. Did I miss anything exciting?
No, not really. Well, apart from the fact that I almost closed the trade.
It came within 2 pips. Oh man.
Yeah, and now it's reversing. Fucker. Jeff's talking to one of his buddies in the toilet about the cat. It's manic, man, I tell you. He's had 4 coffees this morning, and it's only 10. It's not even 10 o'clock. It's just crazy. I quite like it.
Don't close it.
Starting with the headline number, it's expected at 18.5.
Okay, so we got news coming out.
Here, let me get in the chair just in case, because if it's better, I'm going to close it with a lot more.
Viper's in charge again.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to have to use a bit of bleeping, I think. Alright.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let's make sure to go.
You can see why I don't turn the light on. It gets warm down here with the lights on.
I'm alright.
Are you?
Yeah, it was cold when I came in.
Oh man, I like it like that. It's my Canadian blood.
Keeps you fresh.
Oh shit.
10 seconds.
Oh man.
Oh, that's
I can't do it because your subs will get screwed on the price action. I would have loved to have closed that.
Just now.
Yeah. The problem is their side.
80. So that's 80. So slightly.
Trading while driving.
Well, just monitoring the trade, the open CAD trades. Taking Nick here back to his hotel while I'm driving, watching the CAD trades.
You're not worried though, are you?
No.
You've never had an accident while trading?
Only 3. No, never. So I basically got the iPhone with the price candles zoomed in so I can see the price action.
And if it goes profitable, you're going to pull over and close it, yeah? That's what you're thinking?
I'm going to do it while I'm driving so I have an accident. Possibly.
Yeah, alright. Cool.
Possibly. Well, as we know, we had a large move today on the CAD down. Try to catch the bottom, and unfortunately, it broke through a level of support that I knew if it broke through it would go a little lower. And I added a second trade, and now I'm sitting here looking for a little bounce on this CAD. And I'm not worried. I use smaller lot sizes for these trades.
Yeah.
And the CAD will bounce. That's for sure. What will happen today, I don't know. Might happen when we're out for dinner tonight. It might happen tomorrow. We'll have to see.
Alright, so we just got out of the CAD trade and it's spiked up. Is that 10 pips?
Spiked up with some news, yeah.
Yeah. How
I
you
came
feel
across
about
the wire. Nothing. That's part of trading. My goal, my job is to keep everyone safe, manage risk, and yeah, should have, could have, would have made us 5 pips, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it as I'm managing risk for everyone.
Yeah, right. So you closed it earlier, and that was the reason.
I closed earlier because we were going into a weekend, and there's major impact, high impact news on Monday morning, 8:30, Canadian GDP,
Yeah.
which could go either way. So my view of the CAD trade was I got to a point where we were out at break even on both trades. I closed it down, locked it down for the weekend, keep us all safe, and that way we don't have to worry about going into news.
So when you look at the chart, you're not like thinking, oh, damn it,
No.
we should have held it.
No.
No?
No.
No party regrets?
No.
Closing what you did?
No. No.
Move on to the next one.
Move on to the next trade. There's always another trade.
You can relax on the weekend, we can go out for dinner.
I can relax on the weekend. I can go with Nick and my wife for dinner. And at the same time, I know that all my subs are safe.
Yeah.
And I'm safe. And I'm going into a high impact news with no risk.
Yeah. It's worth the 5 pips. And it could have gone the other way,
Even if
right?
it goes another 20 pips higher, I still won't kick myself.
Yeah, right. And it could have gone the other way,
It
right?
could have gone, and it still may go the other way. Well, it's too late now, but yes, it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, right.
It's easy to say after the fact that
Sure.
I should have kept it open longer.
Tell me about how you started out in Forex, the pitfalls you went through, the experiences, the highs and the lows, and how you got to be where you are today.
Basically, I was introduced to Forex through hearing about it just in the marketplace and some people that I knew that traded it.
Yeah.
And I think I went through a similar history of most people that get into Forex.
Yeah.
I got on the internet, went onto forums, all the forums like Forex Factory, Donna, Peace Army.
Trying to get rich quick, that kind of shit.
Baby pips, trying to get rich quick, and I looked at EAs, and EAs intrigued me because I'm a tech junkie. So you know, I thought like, wow, this little robot's going to make me money while I sleep. Like, isn't this easy?
Yeah.
And coming from a trading background myself, trading stocks and futures and options, there was no such thing as robots when I traded. It was using my brain and my own, my own picks, my own trade decisions. You know, I went down the road of buying some EAs and learning, putting on Megadroid and Megabot and all the ones that everyone else did, and Fap Turbo and
$1 million pips.
Woke up in the morning, $1 million pips was another one. But that was sort of that point when I was already doing manual trading, but I liked the thrill of the idea of waking up in the morning and playing that game. And then through my travels, and that everyone makes through this journey, I realized that robots just don't work. That, they would work for a few months and stop working, and everyone says, oh, they're in a drawdown. And the problem is, by the time you figure that the drawdown is not really a drawdown, but they're actually not working in the current market conditions, your account has been completely depleted. So, blew up a few accounts through that process, learned the hard way. And luckily, I was fortunate enough to meet online a good mentor and friend of mine who has been a manual trader for 20-odd years. Doesn't believe in the automated world, believes in old school world, which is using the human brain, and that the human brain is more capable of a robot that can adapt to always changing market conditions. This guy took me on as his student and basically taught me everything I know through a period of 5 years.
5 years.
If I told you the hours, it's probably, I couldn't even add them up. Like that much. And I did go through a process where I checked out some online courses, which were all bogus. Anything that I found online was just a pile of rubbish.
So how much do you reckon you spent on trying to find that holy grail of a course that...
50 grand.
50 grand. You spent $50,000 trying to get to the point where you are today. And you ended up getting it just through a friend and a mentor rather than having to spend money on it.
Correct. What I realized after meeting someone who really knew, who was in the know and knows how to trade market conditions, and who trades a very similar style to myself, that the key to success in Forex is not buying an online system, because the reason, think about it, why would someone sell an online system? If they're a good trader, they're just going to trade.
Sure.
And, they give you they love giving back to the community.
So why are you working on ForexSignals.com then?
Because to me it makes no difference. I'm still clicking a mouse. And I've gone through this journey through hard work. Just like all Viper subs have. And I know everyone's going to say, well, this is what all the other guys say. I really do want to give back to the community. I've been a member of Donna since she started her site. I've been a member of your site for a long time. And I've met a lot of friends along the way. And it's actually a good feeling, and you've seen it here since you've been with me. I enjoy trading for subs. I like I like the feedback. At first it was tough getting used to. I had a little personal stuff I had to deal with by having people watching over me, watching my trades, trade by trade, and criticizing, critiquing me. And I realized to put it all behind me and just do my thing. I give an example of that today. Like, some guys may say, oh, why'd you close that trade? I went up another 20 pips. But at the end of the day, I'm here today, I'm going to be here tomorrow. The guys that aren't going to be here tomorrow are the guys that would have waited for that 20 extra pips. Because at the end of the day, those 20 extra pips, we don't know if we would have gotten those 20 extra pips. We could have been stuck in that trade over the weekend. And then Monday, CAD GDP comes out, which is a mover. Comes out really good, and I live in Canada. I don't know if the GDP is going to be good on Monday or not. The economy here is doing well. I mean, you've seen it. So, at the end of the day, if Monday comes out and it's a decent GDP print, that trade would have gone against me 100 pips, and everyone would be saying, why didn't he close it? So it's easy to say after the fact. And what I've learned most in this business is, and one of the subs actually posted it on the thread, that a trade that breaks even is a winning trade. Because that money still stays in my pocket, and that money still stays in the client's pocket. You know, I'm still standing to trade another day.
Yeah.
Versus making the mistake and and taking, you know, big drawdowns and trying to get out of them, which I'm capable of doing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have learned that.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to spend the weekend knowing that we don't have to worry about Monday's news.
Relax.
I can relax. So I didn't make the top. I didn't get out at 70. Where my target wedge was actually Nick knew. It was pretty close to the top.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm here today, and I will be here tomorrow because I make those decisions
Yeah.
to keep the money in my Forex account, my clients' accounts, and when something has too much risk involved by staying in and getting greedy, is when one could hurt their accounts. This computer is used for copying the trades from the master to the mans, and this is strictly for the subscribers. This computer here is used to copy trades from the master to my personal trading accounts
Sure.
and clients. So I always have Viper subscribers on their own computer with their own power backup, and the screens always stay off to save electricity to keep the power backups last longer.
Yep.
So that's what these screens are for. These screens on weekends turn off completely, and my batteries, I want to make sure that my power backup batteries are fully charged, so these go off by the end of the day.
So there your batteries down there. Yeah. And through your other accounts, like roughly how much money would be flowing through these wires?
I can't tell anybody that. It's confidential.
At least $100, yeah.
Yeah, $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, $100.
And these are Macs?
No. These are all-in-one PCs.
Yeah.
These are all-in-one gateway PCs. The reason I use these is because when the monitors are off, like this one is on, this computer is actually on, just the monitor actually is off.
Yeah.
The computer itself is built right into the whole screen,
Yeah.
and they use very low power.
Yeah.
And when the actual monitor turns off, so it stays blank like that, the power backup gives me about 2 hours.
Okay.
So they use low levels of electricity.
All right.
So anyone who's a member of my NAM gets copied here locally.
Yeah, right. And then your private clients are on the blacked out secret computer.
Private clients stay on the secret one.
Which you can't tell me
I
that.
can't tell you guys, but Nick's he knows that they're there.
I'm brought into the Viper Club.
Yeah, but he knows they're there. But you guys, don't worry.
Okay.
You all.
Yeah, why are you selling your training for $99 a month?
Why do I like doing it for the subs?
Yeah.
What I'm getting out of it now, since I've started and never done this before for subs,
Yeah.
is that the feedback actually, it's a good feeling. It's a nice pat back on your back. People really appreciate it. I can see that people are, it's changing their life,
Yeah.
their view of Forex. It's no longer that, tainted view that they're going to lose their money and it's a scam. Now they realize it's legit and it's real. And if they're patient, they're going to go along a long ride with me,
Yeah.
making consistent money.
A long ride. How long is a long ride?
I don't know, just as long as I'm living. So as long as I keep working out,
Yeah, sure.
keep myself young. But it's a journey that they're going to go along with me, and maybe one day we'll have a meetup in London or something in a hotel, and
Sure.
we'll have you'll arrange maybe once a year or something.
Yeah, the Viper fan club.
I'd love that.
Yeah.
Have a dinner with everybody.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to come.
Yeah.
But it's a good feeling.
That'd be cool.
It's a feeling that when I close a trade and people are really excited and appreciative, and I go through the thread and I thank them, and
Yeah.
it makes me feel good.
That's why you like the forum and you
I like the forum.
comments.
I like to know that they're getting what they pay for. They're getting value.
Yeah.
They're not getting ripped off, because I've been ripped off.
Yeah.
I've been down that road personally, so I know how it feels.
Yeah, right.
It's not like I'm like some guy who's like a slick salesman who's never gone down that road, just like you've gone down that road. There's few of us in the industry that have gone down it that are legit.
Yeah.
And there's other guys in the industry who haven't gone down it, or the other side of the industry that are just looking to rip people off.
Yeah,
It's
right.
nice to be part of the legit side of the industry.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. And what do you love about Forex trading so much? Because I know you come from a background in business.
I come from a background of business. What I like about Forex trading, it's kind of like playing a video game every day for me. It's fun. I get to my desk and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy the freedom and the flexibility. I like my lifestyle. I start trading, say, at 6:30 in the morning. I used to trade in London, but I don't know where I don't need to. And I find that if I wake up at 6:37, I get enough trades in the day to make a decent living.
Yeah.
And it gives me my afternoons to do what I want to do for myself, which is go for a run with my dog.
Yeah.
Enjoy my life.
Live the dream.
Yeah, and I also enjoy working from home. You've seen my setup.
Yeah.
I have an extensive setup, and I used to be in an office and have to drive through traffic every day.
Yeah.
And here I wake up, I go downstairs, I do my trading, in the comfort of my home. Yeah. And especially in the winter time when it's snowing out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, cool. Man. What's a piece of advice someone that was wanting to start out in Forex trading and reach the level of success that you have? They're just a few months in trading a few demo accounts or a small live account, and they want to get rich.
They're not going to get rich quick overnight. That's my first advice to them. Yeah. If you guys think it's like you're just going to get rich overnight, it's hard work. Yeah. It takes a long time. Years and years of learning and practice. My advice is don't get sold by an online course because they're all garbage. Yeah. Spend screen time. That's what will make you successful. Sit in front of your screen if you really have the time and hours like I did, because to me this is a full-time job and I'm serious about it. So I spent thousands of hours. Most people don't have that luxury. Yeah. Most people, they need, Forex to them is an additional income, and they have a full-time job. If that's the case, and we're going to be blunt with you, you'll never learn how to trade.
Yeah, right. You can't be a hobby trader.
There's no such thing as a hobby trader in Forex. You'll just get beaten by the street. Yeah. It's the guys on the inside who make the money, who are doing it seriously on a full-time basis, and make a living from it, but it's the hobby traders who get beaten all the time. I use stops because I don't believe in them, because as I know, most people know, brokers play games with stops.
Yeah, right.
They'll stop you out and then they'll flip it around, and the next thing you know that you've gotten out of a trade at a loss when you didn't need to take a loss.
If you just tell me a little bit about, not the specifics of your strategy, but your overall view of the market and why you make money when a hobby trader doesn't.
Well, I make money because I trade based on real-time data. Yeah. I don't use lagging indicators. There's no hocus pocus. There's nothing that I'm buying from the net that's going to make me rich overnight. Yeah. Some fancy Forex system, because I've seen them all. Yeah. I've tried them. I've been just like everyone else out there. I've tried all those manual Forex systems. Yeah. They may look great at first, but market conditions change, and they don't change. Yeah. Versus mine is a way of trading that's based on current flow, news, and it's just basically the ebbs and flows of the market. Yeah. And the market's always changing, and as the day goes on and as my trades go on, I adapt to those changes. Yeah. Forex systems don't adapt. Yeah. I adapt because I look at a chart, and to me it's like art. I can figure it out. I can figure out how it's all the pieces of the puzzle, how they fit together. Yeah. I can give you an example. You're with me. Yeah. It looks simple. Yeah. It looks simple because that's how I trade. I simplify things. Yeah, yeah. I put them together in a very simple format, and I'm very disciplined. That's the key also to successful traders. You have to be disciplined. You can't just click the mouse and be a trade junkie and think you're going to get hundreds of trades in a day. You just think, oh, I'm going to keep this trade here, trade there. Because that's not how the real world works in trading. You have to have pinpoint accuracy when you take your trade, and have conviction in your trade. If you don't, you get beaten by the market, and you can't let your emotions get in the way. That's the key to being successful in trading.
On the emotion side of things, how do you deal with holding $100,000 plus drawdowns and sleeping at night? Like your strategy is one that you rarely accept a loser, so you'll grid your way out of a position.
I'll trade my way out.
Trade your way out.
I'll trade my way out. It doesn't always mean a grid. It could be a hedge, closing down partial on one side or the other. But my way of looking at a trade, it doesn't matter it doesn't make a difference the dollar size. Because if you look at it and you plan your way of attack carefully,
Yeah.
you'll get out of it.
Yeah. Right.
If one's emotions gets in the way and you crack, you're done.
Why will you get out of it though?
Because the market just doesn't keep going one way and never retrace. It's impossible. That would wipe out an economy.
Yeah.
You know, the Australian dollar, if it just went to 110, it kept going, got strong, and just kept going and going and going, the economy wouldn't have a chance to catch up to the exchange rate differential. So markets are always changing. There's always news. Economic news is not always great. It can't be great all the time. There's going to be good news releases and bad ones. So those dynamics of the market, because news does direct the market, especially economic news,
Yeah.
causes the market to always move up and down.
Yeah.
As you notice, the euro doesn't just keep going up. It goes up, goes
Yeah.
down, it goes up, goes down, it goes up, goes down. So as long as you know how to trade those ups and downs properly and pinpoint your trades, if you're in a bad trade, you can trade out of it because the market's not just going to keep going one way. It's just not possible.
Yeah. Okay, great. I think that's it, man.
Okay.
You know, an overall view of what FX Viper is. I know Jeff in the market and how you do what you do, and really appreciate your input. And
My pleasure.
hopefully, you know, in a couple of years' time, we'll have some pretty rich members of ForexSignals.com.
It's
Thanks
good.
to you.
It's been nice having you as a guest in my
Yeah.
fair city.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And hopefully all you guys are going to meet you one day. We'll have a little
Yeah.
convention that
Yeah.
Nick will set up in
Yeah.
some spot that's sort of like halfway between us all.
Yeah.
And I'll come down and we can all spend some time together.
Sounds good, man. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Cheers, Joe.